po sa lahat. Ako po si Jinky Saison, ang nagtulak po sa akin para kumuha ng bahay sa kadahilan ng gusto ko po mabigyan ng maayos na tirahan ng aking anak na magiging comfortable po siya. At ang saya ng pakiramdam ko po ngayon na natupad ko na po ang matagal ko ng pangarap na magkaroon ng bahay. At ito na po yun. Nabigay na po ni Ma'am Lucy Domingo. At sobrang nagpapasalamat po ako sa mahal kong agent na si Ma'am Lucy Domingo. Siya po ang dahilan kaya magkakaroon ako ng bahay ngayon. Siya po ang nag-process po ng lahat ng aking papilis para makuha po ang aking bahay. At sobrang thankful ako at blessed na blessed po talaga ako sa aking agent na si Ma'am Lucy Domingo. Ma'am, maraming salamat po sa inyo dahil kayo po ang naging dahilan. Kayo po ang naging way para makuha ko ngayon ang aking bahay. God bless, ma'am, and more bless sa iyong family. Thank you po.
Magandang araw, ako si Freddy Abdon, isang guro sa Barangka National High School. Isa ako sa mga pinalad na makakuha ng unit bahay sa Sorrento Village, Bandang Burgos, Rodriguez, Rizal. Ang naging mahirap yung pagkuha ko ng unit kasi una yung mabilisan na pagkuha ng down payment. Kailangan talaga na nagkakaubusan na ng unit dahil sa sobrang baba nung presyo. Buti na lamang nakahabol ako sa down payment na kinakailangan para makuha ko ng unit at matuloy ko na yung paghuhulog doon. Naging mahirap yung paglalakad ng mga requirements. Siyempre, yung pagkukuha ng mga requirements at yung paghuhulog ng equity monthly. Kasi nung time ko, naghuhulog ako direkta doon sa office, sa APEC office. Yung biyahe niya mula Marikina, papunta doon, every month, yun yung naging struggle. Siguro yung mahirap sa party ko. Pero, dahil nga yung agent ko din magaling, naging smooth naman lahat ng transaction ko. Yung mga requirements ko sa pag-ibig, sila na rin nag-ayos. Kaya mahusay yung mga agent under ng Bddr, BD Domingo Realty. Kaya saludo ko sa kanila, sa husay nila, sa pagiging professional, sa pag-handle ng mga gantong uri ng trabaho, transaction. Buti na lang nakakuha ko ng unit dahil sa ngayon ang mga unit ng bahay ngayon sa iba't ibang lugar sa Rizal, napakamahal na. Ngayon nakakuha ko ng unit na mababa lang. At ngayon hinuhulugan ko na through pag-ibig. So dati nagrenta ko ng bahay ng 4,000, 5,000 monthly. Ngayon naguhulog ko ng 5,000 pero sa akin na mapupunta yung unit eventually. So nakaka-proud dahil natupad ko na yung pangarap ko na magkaroon ng isang sariling bahay. Kaya naman, highly recommended itong company na to, ang BD Domingo Realty. Kasi sa BD Domingo Realty, we will lead you home. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joyce. Ang bahay na kinuha namin ay Silina Model sa Northfield Villas. Bumili kami ng bahay ng partner ko para sa future before kami ikasal at magkaroon ng sarili naming pamilya ay meron na kaming sariling bahay. Actually, wala namang mahirap sa pagkuha ng bahay as long as meron kang real estate agent na maaasahan. Kaya thankful ako na sa Bddr ako nakakuha ng agent na sumagot sa mga tanong at process sa pagkuha ng bahay. Buti na lang nakakuha ako ng bahay before pa tumaas ang value ng bahay na nakuha namin. Kasi in just few months, tumaas ng 200k ang TCP ng unit na nakuha namin. Konting kembot na lang, mata-turn over na ang bahay na nakuha namin. BD Domingo Realty, we will lead you.
Hello po, ako po si Marites Tabanaw Defensor. Nakakuha po kami ng property sa Barangay Kapipisa, Tansa, Cavite, The Pearl Residence po. Naging mahirap kasi hindi mo alam kung sino yung tamang taong pagkakatiwalaan, kung totoo ba o tunay ba tong agent na to para makatulong sa'yo kumuha ng bahay. And thanks God, nakilala po namin, nag-post si Miss Lucy Domingo sa kanyang FB Live, then nakita namin na yung property gusto naming kunin ay mura pala. yung time na kukuha kami. Then, buti na lang po, kumuha na kami noon. Kasi noon po, 50k lang naging down payment namin, RFO na. Sa ngayon, ang mahal na po niya. 300,000 po ang down payment niya para makalipat po kayo agad na kailangan yung i-down. Then, nagpapasalamat kami kay Ma'am Lucy Domingo at natulungan kaming kumuha ng bahay. Then, soon, makakalipat na po kami sa aming napiling tahanan. Maraming salamat po sa Bddr Domingo Realty na natulungan nyo po kaming makahanap ng bahay namin na sarili namin. At nandyan po kayo na handang tumulong hanggang sa ma-turnover po yung aming bahay. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Lucy and Sir Bonnie Domingo. Maraming salamat po. Bddr Domingo Realty, we lead you home.
Hello everyone, my name is Joyce Capillan and I am one of the buyer of a house unit here in Lancaster, New City. And particularly, that is the Margaret single attached house way back in 2012. The reason why I bought a house here is that the place is very strategic. And of course, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko dito yung township niya. And the place is environmental friendly, clean and refreshing. But the most important reason kung bakit ako nag-reserve ng unit on the day na nag-tripping ako is the convincing power of one of the agents of the Bddr Domingo Realty. And of course, as we go along the way, there were challenges and there were issues that raised, particularly yung turnover date and the quality of the house that we have. But with the help of the agent of the Bddr Domingo Realty, everything went smoothly and resolved, and we were able to achieve our dream house. So buti na lang, bumili na agad ako ng bahay at nagtiwala ako sa isang agent ng Bddr Domingo Realty. Because dito sa Bddr Domingo Realty will lead you home.
May we call on Miss Bini
Monica from Bddr Domingo Realty! Wow! Siyempre may escort ka ba? Okay. With ito, pakinggan nyo guys. With a total sales of 59,240,000. Nawala ko ng network. Alright.
Let's start with this, guys. We're now on our top 2.
Grabe, happy na tayo. Oh my God.
Okay, at top 2, may we call on Bddr Domingo Realty. Bddr Domingo Realty with a total sales of 113,106,000 and 465,000.
Number one broker for January to June. We have to receive 30,000 pesos. We have Bddr Domingo Realty.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made. That you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long swims that must be completed. One is the night swim. Before the swim, the instructors joyfully brief the students on all the species of sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them. No one was over 5'5". The Munchkin boat crew had 1 American Indian, 1 African American, 1 Polish American, 1 Greek American, 1 Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews would always make good-natured fun of the tiny little flippers the Munchkins put on their tiny little feet prior to every swim. But somehow these little guys from every corner of the nation and the world always had the last laugh, swimming faster than everyone and reaching the shore long before the rest of us. SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their flippers. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and 1 special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down in the mud flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive the freezing cold, the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction to rules, was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and the shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted, and somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better.